Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome back or welcome to The Hawk and I. My name is Lana Zelinsky, and I work in the spirit dimensions. As always, in all my live feeds or my videos, simply take what resonates, and you're welcome to leave the rest right here. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. The weather here was absolutely glorious in Kitchener, Ontario. Lots of sunshine and mild temperatures. Leaves are starting to change, and it was just a glorious, glorious time for me to kind of hang out and just kind of recharge. Welcome. Come on in, everybody. Happy Monday. Today's energy update. I got some interesting stuff to share with you today. Some of it made me chuckle. Spirit was a little bit of humor with my channeling this morning, which is always a good thing. I'll give you all a chance to come on in. When is it going to get cold? I'm not sure when it's going to get cold, but I'm grateful for the milder temperatures. Probably in the next couple of weeks, we'll probably start chilling out. Good morning. Come on in. It's good to see all of you. And I just want to take a second before I get into the energy update. I just want to acknowledge the growth here on the YouTube channel. Some new followers have joined the channel, and I'm very grateful to have the newbies here, as well as all of you that return to see me here a couple times a week when I'm on, and for all your support. It's been great. Um, let's get dive in here about what's happening energetically this week. Some interesting stuff. Yes, Cheyenne Spirit always has a sense of humor. Me and my friend and our spirit guides laughed so hard last night and also been sore all day. Yeah, there's been that's actually on my list with some physical stuff going on to talk about here today. Welcome. Come on in. It's good to see you. This week, what are we coming into here this week? The energy this week is felt a little bit like coming full circle. A lot of feelings, a lot of, it's time to let that go. It's time to move forward. A lot of new visions and new creativity is coming in. Your own magic is being called forward. And we do have a full moon coming up on the 29th. But then the energy kind of shifts a little bit for me with this fire within, and it kind of came in a little bit with a hint of frustration. With I've been trying to move forward and trying to let this go, and here I am, kind of in the same place. And there's just this push coming in from behind that says you are putting it all down, you are moving forward. That inner energy warrior is going to speak, and this is how it came through. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And I kind of chuckled when I heard that, because yes, we do get to that point of of feeling like we're not going anywhere, right? Like we're just going in this circle, like we're coming in this circle. And there's this push coming this week with this enough is enough. I am going forward, and I am taking these steps, and it's time to put down a lot of what's been kind of weighing us. So if you've been feeling weighed down a little bit, if you've been feeling like something's weighing you down, whether it be past experiences, whether it be people, whether it be current situations, there's this transformative energy that's coming in this week with this great big push, with you got this, with this it's you are putting it down. And some of it is our own stuff that we're adding back in. And spirit just literally said very lovingly, stop it. Enough is enough. And a lot of that does come in from holding on to things, holding on to the energy of it. And as we get into this closer and closer to this full moon, that's going to be a little bit louder. Excuse me. Some things that are going to pop up is, and somebody already mentioned it, is an achy feeling, almost like that achiness where you've got like sore muscles from either working out, or an achiness just as the flu's coming in. It's energetic. It's energy that's kind of moving through and trying to get you to level up. And it's very interesting with a lot of the downloads that I've been getting lately, and a lot of the people that I chat in my spiritual community, they have been feeling this for a little bit as well. This whole growth and level up is coming at us like a freight train. Now, sometimes, and we do have choice and free will, I will always say that, as the universe says, there's more for you, there's more for you, it's time to put this down. When we cling on to that, the volume gets turned up. So one thing that really helps is just kind of looking at the repeat patterns, looking at the things that keep coming up, and that will be your in, that will be your in to what the universe is trying to show you that needs to go, and that you can lean into your own magic and move forward. Going forward is going to be a big present, a big movement throughout October. I've already done a little bit of channeling for October, and there is this great big moving forward. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not putting up with that anymore. I'm with love in my heart space. I've got to get going forward. There and it sometimes going forward feels like we're not getting anywhere. And that was a space that I kind of lean into was this, well, sometimes people feel like we're not getting anywhere. And it was very clear answer that these leaps of faith, these steps forward, the feeling pushed, the transformative energy, it doesn't always happen at the speed that we would like to, but you are coming into this new space. And I think this week especially, there's going to be an increased volume on what you're truly latching onto that is holding you back. So if this week brings you gong show energy. If it brings you gong show energy, just take a breath in and say, okay, what in this moment is the universe showing me that needs to shift? Because that inner warrior energy is becoming louder and louder and louder. The next thing that you have to kind of remember is this whole add a splash of patience, being patient with yourself as you learn to let go, as you learn to transform, as you learn to, to kind of pay attention on the growth and the leveling up that you are doing. One thing that us humans are is very, very impatient, and I struggle with that as well. So that is going to be a little bit of a theme for you this week. So I really felt quite strongly, and I'll get to the comment section in a little bit, but I really felt quite strongly that I needed to use a little bit of time this morning, just doing a little mini Monday meditation just to kind of ground us back into that space as we navigate through these new things. Because what often happens is when we navigate through change or new visions or creating new or leaps of faith, we kind of struggle with that balance of that. But this has to fall back in order for me to go forward, or this person needs to step aside in order for me to go forward. The other thing that came out really loud and clear in my meditation this morning is that many of us need to work on minding our own business. And I kind of chuckled again with that with spirit. I'm like, yeah, we got to mind our own business, all right. Some things that we're giving our attention to don't need to be fed. We don't actually need to add energy into that. So I just want you to keep those words in the back of your mind. I'm going to mind my own business. That doesn't mean we can't help and support. It's just more or less don't pick up what's not yours to pick up right now. This week is not a great time to pick up what's not yours. You have enough going on energetically that you're working through on your own, that you're navigating through these processes, that you need to kind of mind your own business. When it comes to other people's stuff, you can send love and support, you can cheer for them, but just watch the picking up of other people's stuff this week. I think we should always be a little bit mindful on that. We have enough to carry without energetically picking other people's stuff up. But so it's that back to that whole, and is staying in your own lane, right? I'm gonna stay in my own little lane as we navigate through this week, because this week's push, it's not gonna have a whole lot of room for picking up other people's stuff. Just remember that I said it, okay? So I see a lot of validation here on what I said. I think she already has some you can follow. Somebody's answering some questions there. I'm going to scroll back up and just kind of take a quick look, and then we're going to do a little meditation for those of you who want to hang out and do a little Monday meditation. We'll do some grounding. How do we develop psychic or intuitive abilities? We are all capable of development. There's some hints and stuff on my channel and some videos on how to tap in. I also offer an intro to spirituality, and I also teach mentorship. Every single one of you can learn how to connect. Reading books, there's all kinds of books on how to open up and be able to connect there as well. Let's see where we are here. New creativity last weekend. I randomly start. Yeah, good for you. That's excellent. Some dancing going on there. I picked a tarot card today, and creativity appeared. There you go, Shaz. Absolutely, it's going to be a big week for that. It's Fran. Yep, going in circles and feeling like I'm making no progress. So, Fran, there it is. So that's the whole coming full circle, and I think a lot of us are going to feel that this week as we kind of navigate through some energy. But when you look at the things that you have done and the steps that you have taken, and the putting down now is going to be the next step. When you're feeling that full circle, it's or like you're going in circles, it's time to kind of take a look at what's holding me back. And sometimes it can just be energy or our own thoughts, right? Or it can be like, things that no longer serve us. It can be something as simple as too much time on social media or the things that we're wash, rinse, and repeating. Fascinating perspective. I've started a language course recently, wanted to do it for ages, and now isn't a great time, but better now than never, right? Absolutely. And even if even if you're going to slowly start that, even if it's, one step at a time kind of thought process, that is a great, great thing to do. Um, Dee I'm with mom. She's ready to go. My brother arrives in a few hours. I think she is waiting for him. I would agree 100%. Um, I also feel, Dee, I just have to give this to you here. I feel that when your brother gets there, I feel like both of you need to give her permission to go, both of you together. And I feel either you already have, but I feel like both of you together need to kind of say, you know what, we're okay here. You can cross, and I'll be sending you lots of light, lots of love and light there, Dee, as you navigate through this difficult time. Um, I feel like there's been a lurking cold feeling in my body, not quite coming out for a good 2 weeks now. Sometimes it is a cold. Sometimes it is energy. So one thing that I always say, Cheyenne, is give your body permission to let go of what no longer serves your physical body. Our physical body often holds on to things. I'm also curious if anybody had trouble sleeping over the last couple days, like significant trouble sleeping, waking up several times during a night, or trouble falling asleep and staying asleep, because that has come up as well over the weekend. I'm feeling a surge of creativity this week. I can't sleep. Oh, there we go. Can't sleep well, but trying to work on my mental restrictions in order to take inspired action. Well done, Tin. Well done. Um, do you feel the next month I will run into cheer coach in public? I think that that's always possible. I also feel that here's one thing that I want to talk to you about is if you're adding concern to something, you're participating in the manifesting energy. So one thing is, and that's kind of got you back into your own lane. Should I run into this person? So it is, but I kind of have to watch what I'm feeding. When we feed certain things, we call that into our reality. And a very simple example of that is, Mila, is have you ever thought about, oh, I'm thinking about someone, and all of a sudden they text you? It's all energy. So just watch where your thoughts go with that, especially with things that you don't want. Lana, you advised me to be patient with my new kitty. What does he need from me? Am I showing him enough love? Absolutely, you are. You just need to continue that journey there with support and unconditional love. You're doing a great job there. I have labeled names 1 to 10. I have labeled names 1 to 10. Does spirit know which number I should choose? Just a curious question. Jolene, I need you to pull yourself into your own intuition. Close your eyes, and what do you feel or hear? I'm really been pushed with a lot of you to push you into your own intuition. It's not that I don't want to answer, it's that I need to kind of my whole goal is to teach you all how to tap in on your own as well. So I really need you to kind of lean in there with that one. Been leaning into becoming an energy healer, Reiki certified. Well done. I love Reiki, and need to slow down, realizing we can't learn everything at once. Moon run, that is a very beautiful statement, and thank you for sharing that. We can't learn everything at once, and when we try to push against that, the feelings of overwhelm, the feelings of not being able to keep up, that challenge, even though I myself will often feel like that, I got that gate across my chest, I want to go, I want to go. Spirit will always say, slow down and learn where you're at. You can't move on to grade 2 if you haven't finished grade 1, and that is something that I have learned a few times in my journey with my mediumship and all the things that I do is take my time and enjoy the ride, right? Um, Hospice nurse just arrived. Oh, blessing, sending love and light there. Yeah, I struggled with a bit of falling asleep. My dreams have been crazy. Yeah, I hear you there. I've had a lot of dream stuff coming up for myself as well. Sleep issues the past days, yeah. So, I've been asking, when I fall asleep, I call in my spirit guides, higher ascended masters to help energetically charge me while I'm sleeping. And I also give myself some time before I fall asleep to do some letting go work. I'm just going to let go anything I need to think about before I fall asleep. But energetically, the static of the physical world is quite loud. There's a lot going on, across the world. A lot of it is good, a lot of it is struggle, a lot of it is, dark. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, and energetically, we often will feel that. Um, for those of you who want to stay and do a little meditation, I think today is a great day to do that. I'm just going to give you all a chance to get nice and comfortable. You can sit up, lie down, stand up. It's all intention. So whatever works for you. And just for a moment, just feeling so much gratitude, just feeling so much gratitude to our beautiful universe, for each other, for people in your lives, for yourself, feeling grateful for yourself. And with your eyes either open or closed, whatever you prefer, just taking in a few big breaths. And I want you to literally sigh it out, like just kind of big breath and a hard release. And now on the inhale, just visualize or tell yourself or simply know that you are breathing in beautiful white light, pure white light from the spirit dimensions. On every inhale, beautiful white light. And on the exhale, just continuing to let go, breathing in white light on the inhale. And on the exhale, just surrendering, just letting go. Just continue to follow that cycle of breathing in white light. And on the exhale, surrendering. And giving your physical body permission to soften. Just drop those shoulders, letting your arms soften and your legs, and the muscles of your back, and just bringing your awareness now to your feet planted on Mother Earth, and just visualize yourself standing barefoot with your feet on the earth, and just feeling so connected there, and so grateful for the earth and all that she is, just feeling that energy. And now visualize or simply know or just tell yourself, like wise old tree roots, my feet are connecting to the earth, growing deeper and deeper into the ground, and just feeling so connected and grounded to the earth. And now asking or calling forward a spirit guide or guardian angel or a loved one from the spirit dimensions to sit with you. Just invite them in. Simply surrounded by love and light. Ask them to sit with you. There is great knowledge here for you, something that will help you on your journey this week. What messages are here for you? Just take a moment and feel in. Perhaps there's a question you want to ask. And just feeling the unconditional love. Breathe, open, and receive. Simply allowing. And now bringing your awareness to your heart space and thanking your spirit guide or whoever joined you here today. The heart full of gratitude and thanking yourself and your higher self. And bringing your awareness now back to your in breath, breathing in that beautiful white healing light. And aware of those wise old tree roots growing from your feet. Aware of that wisdom, the wisdom within you, and becoming aware of your physical body and feeling so grateful for that body and loving that body. Just taking a moment and loving your body and aware of the room that you're sat in. And when you're ready, opening your eyes and coming all the way back. Good. Welcome back. I hope that that little mini meditation will help you navigate through your Monday and throughout your week. I'll give you all a moment if you want to throw a comment in here. I'll see if anyone's commented on the meditation. What do you think? How are you feeling? Anything coming to your awareness? Um, How many of us are ending in tears? Bless your hearts. You're welcome. My pleasure. And we'll thank them. Spirit is amazing. That space is always here for you. All you have to simply do is simply close your eyes, soften your body, open your heart, and allow spirit to come in. Me and spirit guides are rolling on the floor right now. I love that. I love that. I saw a red fire hydrant in regards to a question I asked. Fluff showed up. My cat sat on my lap as soon as you said invite our guides to sit with us. Oh, I love that. I love that. I was reminded how much my body does for me. Is it possible to have Mother Mary as a spirit guide? 10. Oh, absolutely. So 10, I just want to dive into that for a moment. So I do a lot of meditation, and I also do a lot of healing work. So I have clients that come to see me when I work on healing, and Mother Mary shows up so often. And I have and when it comes to Mother Mary, I have like no past I have some past religion experience, but not much. But she comes to me quite often when I'm doing any kind of healing work. So that is profound. That is absolutely profound. Take a moment and enjoy that. My throat started hurting, said KS. Um, was there anything, KS, that you have been struggling to say, or something that you have been struggling to feel, or to be able to speak out? Because quite often the chakras may lean in up a little bit there. Um, so I would kind of lean into that. Is there anything that you really need to speak? And if you need to just simply speak it out loud, or speak it to a mirror, or write it down, or say it to someone. Some quite often that we will often feel our chakras if we're holding anything. So my heart hurt and a knot in my throat. Again, anything that you're holding in your heart space, or anything that you haven't spoken. There's something that needs to be spoken. And remember what we talked about the energy this week, about coming full circle, and feelings, and new visions, and creativity. We are coming into that inner warrior, and that whole enough is enough. Is there something that you haven't spoken, or is there something that you've been wanting to ask? I think my throat was hurting when you said to ask a question. I think it's hard for me to open up to actually ask for myself. There it is. There it is. Right. It can be very, very difficult to be able to ask for things. And sometimes, especially for ourselves. And I think that's a big one, for many of us, is being able to ask for help, to be able to say, I'm struggling, or I need help. Can you guide me? And sometimes, if you're learning, depending where you are on this journey with your own spirituality, depending on, in your learning, it can be hard to ask. Sometimes it's a worthiness thing. Am I worthy to ask? Are they gonna help? There can be so many layers to this. I did need to ground myself. I feel less chaotic now. Well done. I love the wise old tree roots. It really helps me to connect and to feel connected. I will do it even when I'm awake. If I'm feeling ungrounded, I'll move my feet on the ground. I'll just simply move my feet, and I'll stomp. And I've talked about that before. Wise old tree roots. I have the knowledge there. Thumbs up if you enjoyed your time with me this morning. I will also do a spirit animal collectively for all of us. So I'll simply ask, what do we need collectively as a group? I've landed on the blue jay. Let's see what the blue jay has to say. Pay close attention to nonverbal clues that tell you when someone is trying to deceive you. Rather than just dabbling in the spiritual realm, choose a path to explore and go as far as you can with it. Whatever situation that has triggered some fear, attack it boldly and courageously. That's interesting. Assess your main gifts and talents, develop a plan as to how you can best use them, and take clear, purposeful action. Choose one or two of the projects you've started and finish them. That goes into what we've talked about with the creativity, with coming full circle. Very interesting energy this morning. Very interesting. Um, a lot of gratitude to this community. I like that bid too. That resonates, so I'm glad that that resonated. I think 99.99% of the time, I will say the spirit, animal book has, been bang on, so I love it so much. I am on Wednesday this week. I will be back, and we'll get to some more questions. I know I haven't had a chance to get to all the questions this morning, but I do have to move along on my day. I've got some in-person sessions, so I'm always excited for sessions. So I, as always, am wishing you love, light, blessings, and of course, have a spirit guided day. I love you. Take care, everybody.